Hi, this is Majinone, and here's my review for Batman Beyond #1. This is one of 6 miniseries, and there's going to be spoilers, so if you haven't read your book, then come back later and see the review. Now, I'm really happy to see Batman Beyond title, because I'm still really enjoying, or have good feelings, for the Superman Batman annual that came out with Batman Beyond in it. And I'm glad that it's just a miniseries for right now, just because then I know that this will have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and I'm not going to feel like I'm going to have to invest time, like large amounts of time into it. But if this turns out to be good, I wouldn't mind seeing other short miniseries like this in the future. Now, it starts off with Cadmus Labs. There's been a series of murders, and somebody's been rampaging through here. And from there, it goes to a scene where there's some trouble down below, and you have Batman chasing somebody on the rooftops. And in a way, the beginning parts of the story just seem like they're just trying to introduce as many characters as they possibly can. And there's some humor in here where he's like, here's this guy who knows hypnotism, how do you stop it? And, like, Bruce is like, will you make a fist? And, well, sure, yeah, you just make the fist and close it up. The guy's powerless. There's some beating up action going on. More fighting, and finally, the guy gets beat up, and then he gets dumped on the train below, and this train will take him, to jail, or, near jail. Here's where Micron, I think his name was, who's basically the Atom of the future, is trying to get Batman Beyond to join the Justice League, and he says, no, I can't do that, too busy, blah, 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 don't feel comfortable, gotta stay in Gotham to save everybody. And then here there's shifts to another scene where there's a guy who grabs some knives and he cuts up this one guy, old guy. And by the time when Batman comes back, we learn, Bruce has been working on his utility belt, but it won't give it to him yet. And then later on, they're going through how busy he is, how he doesn't have much time to do anything other than his part-time job, which is being Batman in school and things like that. We get a quick introduction of here's the Justice League of the future, and then we learn of the murder, and then Batman's got to go back out again. Now, the murder is significant because Bruce Wayne knows who this guy is, and originally there's some reference to them thinking it's Two-Face, but I can tell you this way, it's not Two-Face. So, they think that they're targeting other villains type thing, so they go to this, they mentioned that Arkham Asylum was, basically torn down, and they separated the villains, so they think that the Mad Hatter might be next. So they go to the complex, and you see the Mad Hatter, and they hear some screaming, so Batman goes after, or goes towards the sounds. You see the killer, and there's the nurse. The nurse wanted to know, the guy was wanting to know where the Mad Hatter was. She's like, I don't know. And luckily for her, Batman showed up. And the clue is that there's this bandage. So they're saying, or implied, that it was Hush that was doing the killings. Now, overall, if it's Hush, I'm perfectly fine with that. It's, I understand that the way DC works is you take an existing character, you copy and paste, and then you create the past and the present, for generations for the heroes and stuff. So that's all fine. And they have to keep reusing certain villains just to keep the mythos of the character still going. But anyways, I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I bought it. Thought the art was good. The pacing of the story was good. Sometimes I get kind of tired of going, okay, let's just try to introduce as many characters as we possibly can just to get that out there, so that way we can show people what's going on and who's still around. normally that gets kind of tiring for me, but in this case I didn't mind it just because it's kind of like they did it in such a way where it wasn't as painful, because there was definitely like, here's the beginning part, here's a battle, here's another character introduced, then they move over to the psycho ward where there's another character. So it had a nice flow to it, rather than just being forced down your throat type thing. I would definitely recommend getting Batman Beyond. It's an enjoyable read. I'm definitely gonna what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put this in my box, so this will be on my pull list, so that way I don't miss anything. And hopefully, if it's really good, I'll get the trade for it. But at least for right now, I definitely think it's a good issue, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, subscribe to the channel, and tell me which villain are you looking forward to seeing in the Batman Beyond comic. If you could put any villain in this title. So until next time.